it up.
Surprise! It's gonna be a surprise.
Here we go once again, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Welcome to game
there you
number 2. And there it is, the championship skin with the Queen.
Oh my god, this is gonna go down in the history books of Mobile Legends. One of the most epic moments. B-Wise comes back after a season, and now there are audiences. They're cheering for a hero pick. That is
Hero pick.
That is how you know that somebody has made a name for themselves.
An impact in the game we all know and love. This is esport legend that, you know, it's very hard to get.
Yeah.
You know, you never see that. You almost never see that in a game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know the story, just briefly write how much they fought for this skin here and as a community and everything else. So it's great to see here. And also, the Samsung awesome value prediction. This is in Filipino, so, you know, how
10%.
much percent is the win rate? And yes, the 10% controversy that's going on here. But already, early action.
Oh, that's a very good action there from NXPE. They go for Wise and the passive of the... Actually, that's not going to be able to hit. I mean, even the passive is not going to be able to save him. He goes down. It's 1-0 for NXPE. And that's because the S10 is nowhere to be found in that scenario.
Oh, that's a great rotation from NXPE, actually, to find... The rotation was from purple buff,
Yeah.
orange buff, and then the Scale Blizzard. That's amazing.
It actually is. That's going to be Haji in trouble. Pops
no.
up the real world manipulation. Miko cannot get out. Miko is going to be taken for another kill.
My God.
Can I just say the confidence you have here in your teammate to just stay into that, get the heals, and follow up?
They fast cleared the lane when they were being bombarded. Haji actually focused on the minions so that he gets level 4.
And he also kind of just held on until he could be healed enough to take the kill.
That was nuts.
That's the micro play here coming out from Blacklist International, right? So still, we gotta say, NXPE is in the lead here in terms of gold. They got that nice good first blood here to slow down Wise a little bit. We'll see how they play around that though, right? They are technically setting the pace here, but Blacklist International being quick to get this one back, and they're gonna be fighting for it, right? Again, I wanna comment here on H2O, playing, again, an assassin that maybe we're not used to seeing so much, right? But the Hayabusa, you know, how is that going to work? It's not running the jungle emblem. You've got the high and dry. Plus, you have the Natalia looking to focus in the jungle.
Ooh, Wise on the box, just not sturdy enough to withstand the attacks of NXPE. Are going to be able to get a kill, another to the blue side. Oh, my beans on the top side, keeping Oheb alive for the meantime. Again, H2O staking close to the Hayabusa is going to be able to get some action down. Mikophobia, though, is able to get a kill on Edward.
But this is going to be great for NXPE Evos because now they understand the strength of their composition, that it is leaning towards on the right side where the XP lane is. And this bottom lane is heavily in favor of the Dyrot because of just the natural matchups between Dyrot and Esmeralda. And what I like about what NXPE is doing is that they actually took advantage of that. They used James to invade the jungle of Blacklist International on the purple side of Blacklist International. And because of that, they had valuable kills against Blacklist International.
Yeah, and now this next turtle is going to be coming up here, and I expect Blacklist International actually to focus on this one. We'll see if NXPE Evos can actually contest this. They're in good positioning. Mikophobia trying to find a moment here, or an angle himself. They're going to reset the turtle for now. So again, the favor here is in NXPE Evos. Donuts to clear that with the Blazing Duet, but the setup once again.
That's a really, really good pop-up there, but Yelly Hayes won't really get any follow-up. Although Edward gonna get assassinated there real quick. We got the Domain of the Moon Gods, not gonna be able to keep Blacklist alive. That's a double kill for James, and the S10 gets removed from the map.
I like this. I like seeing James on a more proactive hero here, right? I mean, typically with Uranus, you're not going to see the plays you're making here with the Dyrot here. The big question, though, once again, this is expected from a lineup like this.
Oh my goodness!
And there it is, once again, my point. This is expected from a lineup that NXPE Evos has, but how long can you burn at this strong until Black International comes back into the game? That is the big thing. So if you're NXPE Evos, you need to end the game fast.
Yeah, Yelly Hayes with the Julian ults, man. Those are so many money ults. I love it.
Chains, man. I feel like he's really taking care of. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Knock-up.
And they were separated by a wall.
Exactly.
How do you do that? That is beautiful game play coming in from next play though.
I also want to commend Miko Phobius making another move on the bottom lane. Once again,
Non-stop action.
taking a page out of his former captain's book in Onyx Philippines when he was playing with Maloyski.
He learned a thing or two, basically.
Definitely.
I would say a
learned
lot
thing or
more
two.
than the finger too, man. That was beautiful. Again, swinging from the mid, way to the bottom. It was just so smooth from next play.
Man,
Wow.
right now, like I said, they're going to be taking full control here of this early game. It's 9-1, ladies and gentlemen. Next play, Evo setting the pace and still going. I'm going to clear the lanes here. H2O should be fine. But this is the thing. Once again, next play, Evo, every hero across the table here is able to just continue to press on the gas, keep that fire lit. And at the same time, what can Blacklist International do here to get in the game?
Again, they just
Oh
gotta
my
keep this
God.
mid lane in control, which is not being given up by NXPE. Unlimited damage output is coming from everybody. And right now, they want to take that team fight. Blessing on the Moon Gods is gonna be able to keep everyone alive. But again, that's only for the meantime. It's a 10-1 kill score in favor of NXPE.
Oh man, this is definitely a difficult game to play, Eve. Especially when there's a Julian and a Natalia.
Yeah.
Definitely difficult. And we even haven't gotten to the point where the COD will be a problem. We talked about this. Blacklist International are letting NXPE Evos pick the COD in the best situation because it is already good versus the Esmeralda and the Eve. With the Wind of Nature, Claude has late game advantage over the Matrix. It's also great against Estes.
And Oheb did not even let a bullet fly. He got demolished there. But again, answered really quickly. This time around by Blacklist.
Nice shutdown there for Haji here, but still. Next play, Evos, I mean, Picophobia was eventually going to go down. He's making some insane plays here, and that's what we're going to expect to see, right? Another BOD going to be picked up here by H2O. So the damage is obviously there for next play, Evos. They want to keep being careful, though, but once again, like you just mentioned, Wolf, Donut, right? He's picking up those items already on this Claude. He hasn't really had to do much, right? He's just farming out of his mind here. So late game, when that damage kind of falls off a little bit on the Natalia, and when you kind of lose that surprise factor, you still have Donut there, right? So we're kind of seeing Blacklist International default back to that kind of Ube strat. They want to stick together. They got to make sure on the same side that Oheb doesn't fall here, right? He's already died twice. He doesn't have any kills himself. And it's got to be the turning point for them as Blacklist International is starting to look for setups here.
I mean, at this point, Blacklist is just keeping Oheb alive. And they're spending so many resources while the rest of their jungle is being invaded right now by NXPE. And for the meantime, again, Micophobia is nowhere to be spotted on map. He is lurking just like a thief in the night, ready to pounce at the moment's notice.
At this point, Blacklist International really needs to channel the Ube.
Yeah.
They gotta stick together as a
gotta
5
stick
unit.
together now.
But if you do that, you are vulnerable to Yelly Hayes' chains. And that's scary.
I mean, this is the thing, right? You pretty much just choke out Wise here. Wise hasn't had any, I feel like any space, any buffs in his jungle. And
Almost
you're
zero
just,
impact, to
you're
be
just
honest,
a
in the
sitting
game.
duck on a Baksha jungle,
Yeah.
right? There's not much you can do here. And yes, he's going to get, you know, slowly those items that he needs, but at this point, you can't really do anything. And we're going to see that first Lord going in the hands here of Next Evo just
Can
for free.
Can I just say, Coach Pao, huge props. You were able to draft a comp that has a Blazing Duet and a Chain. Big AoE hitters, while you take out people who are roaming using the Natalia. I mean, if you look at the draft,
Great
it's
spread.
so squishy.
Yeah.
But with Reckless Abandon, they're able to control the map with just enough burst damage.
They find their timings right. This glass cannon build from Next Play Evos is gonna pan out well. They're actually, they have good spread. Because if you factor in also the Hayabusa, that's a lot of pick-up potential.
Yeah, almost unlimited damage output and pickoff potential for NXPE's lineup.
Yeah, I'm wondering too, again, like, when does that fall off, right?
Oh,
does
yeah,
this,
good question.
When does this lineup that Next Evos took to the table here, when does it fall off? Because now we're at the 10-minute mark, right? Luckily, they've got pretty much all the objectives in their favor. They also got that Lord here. So they're feeling good about that, but at the same time, right, I'm going to say it again, they have to end the game even before that 15-minute mark, hopefully. So as they continue to siege down this mid lane, looking for a setup here. Lord is just marching down that bottom lane. They're going to be looking to crack open the base here for a Blacklist International.
And there you go, the Lord's on the bottom. It is a 4-man squad here. Edward's on top. Lord is going to get Will down. The Spox is going to be landed, and they're able to defend. Blacklist's AoE is starting to actually get bitten out. Their damage is starting to improve.
That's the wall that they are able to build. It's very difficult to break down, and you saw how quickly they actually fended off the attack from NXPE Evils. Not even breaking a sweat.
It's crazy because if you look at Haji doesn't even have that many items.
True,
But,
that's
I mean,
true.
he's literally got the Ice Queen wand to help him slow people down a little bit longer, but he doesn't actually have those damage and magic items that he's going to have later on. That's why I'm saying, you know, at some point, NXPE Evils needs to punch this one in to take it to game 3 here, because at some point, too, Ohed's already got the 2 core items he needs.
Yeah.
And if he can survive some of that burst coming out here from NXPE Evils, that's why we see him picking up these defensive items as well. And then you pair up the sustain. If they can just outlast the initial burst from NXPE Evos, they're going to slowly come back into the game as longer it goes.
Yeah, the funny thing is Haji doesn't even want to go for those glowing wands yet. He's going to go for a little bit more armor to withstand the attack from the mid, which is, again, very difficult. So much armor penetration and physical damage is on the side of NXPE. And that's why everyone is itemizing for full armor.
Yeah.
But again, the penetration is also from Yelly Haze. The magic damage from the Julian is also very, very solid.
Yeah, as much as we can say that NXPE Evils is leading this game, and they do have great late game anyways, what they should be doing now is to not run out of patience against Blacklist International. They should not be committing any mistakes because Blacklist International, they're just masters of these comebacks. They know how to completely control the game and turn it around. So NXPE Evils, just don't run out of patience. Even if this goes late, just don't create many mistakes that Blacklist International can punish.
Basically maximize the Natalia around the map, right? I mean, that's good.
Right.
That's exactly what they're doing. And they're able to secure the Lord because of that. And again, the question is, how much percentage? Who has the greater than 10% or less than 10% win rate? That's funny. Hashtag Samsung awesome always wins.
There you go, all right? And honestly, I gotta say, NXPE Evos once again doing an amazing job here with what they drafted, because yes, we pointed out during the draft phase, it lacked a lot of that frontline tankiness, but they don't need it because they're setting base here. And as you guys said, James already sitting 5-0 here. Now a beefed up Lord going to be marching in the bottom side. They're going to be looking to take a turret either at the top or mid lane. Let's see if Blacklist International can defend this. They're starting to get some good damage in too, but there you go. They lose the bottom turret. Now the focus in the mid.
Whoa! The chain of destiny coming in from Yelly Haze, and Blacklist is willed down to the ground. The victory goes over to NXPE. We've got a series, folks.
Oh my god. Yelly Haze with the place.
Exactly.
He's known as half man, half amazing from his prime, as he's able to just make those plays. When he was given the role of the mid laner, is more passive, but this time this is a Julian. You can play aggressively with this hero